another theme that kept coming up is technological transfer from foreign or relatively speaking, like alien cultures, which has a profound transformative impact on society, politics, and power. So, for example, the technology that's already developed by another culture, like with the Chinese spending centuries developing gunpowder before Europeans inherited it around 1300, or even like silk and silkworms and how that had been refined and developed in China for millennia before being eventually transmitted or stolen by the West. There's also possibly something about the idea of what it means to be foreign or alien in general becoming relevant again, both in the sense of AI, the emergence of artificial intelligence, and creating a new sentient species on Earth, which is essentially what, if scientists are capable or are successful in creating artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence, that's what that would be, is like creating another sentient species on Earth. But even aside from that, maybe even alien life being found even in microbial form in other places in our solar system or perhaps beyond, even the recognition of animals as being more sentient than humans often give them credit for as new AI technologies are developed to help us better understand how they communicate. There's something about like the idea of foreignness, of alienness, and alien technology, and the exposure to that seems like it's a recurrent theme of Pluto and Aquarius. And it's something I'm starting to see discussions about over the past year that are very suggestive, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty wild if AI taught us how to communicate with dolphins and octopus and primates, perhaps. Yeah. I mean, just, there's all kinds of things that are seeming science fiction, but, are probably on the verge of becoming real.
Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about recently, which is just like in different places in the animal kingdom, if you look at them collectively, it's like animals reflect so much of the full range of human emotions in different ways. But humans don't often focus on that, or like most humans don't often fully think about the implications of that. But it would be interesting because one of the primary barriers is communication. But even if that's not the main thing, one of the things that's happening this year is they're launching a spaceship that's going to send a probe, I think, to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, that's like an icy ocean moon. And then they're going to send a probe beneath the ice to see if there's microbial life down there. And that's supposed to land, I think, in 2030. But even something as simple as that, which is not really simple, but it's not at the scale of like discovering a whole alien civilization. But if we, during the next 20 years, discovered something as simple as finding that basic forms of life existed somewhere other than Earth, that would have a huge, like, earth-shattering effect on our conceptualization of ourselves, of humanity, of our place in the universe, and other things that would be similar to and sort of approaching what happened with Copernicus publishing, his book and showing that we weren't at the center of the solar system. Discovering a new form of life would be the modern equivalent of something tantamount to that, because it would show that human life is not the center of the solar system or of the universe, but that there's life elsewhere as well. And it would sort of like decentralize us and move us away from the center of the universe, but instead show that we're like one of many that's revolving around something larger.
Yeah, and talk about making small things big and big things small. Finding microbial life like that would easily be as revolutionary as what Copernicus unleashed on the world, 3 Pluto cycles ago.
Sure.
Also the sort of elephant in the room also is, who knows? I mean, I don't know what to make of it, but there has been far more sort of serious discussion of unidentified flying objects and what their origin might be, and that whole conversation has become, well, it's certainly a lot more normalized. I mean, it's, you know, it's out there. There's, you know, it's being discussed in Congress, you know, before cameras and everything. So, who knows what emerges out of that, if any answers, but, that would easily fit the you know, the sort of the list that we've compiled in terms of the kind of impact that this transit of Pluto and Aquarius could reflect in, you know, terms of changes in human consciousness.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know about that either. Like, I don't know whether to take some of that stuff seriously or not, or if it's legitimate or not. But certainly, obviously, like having any other signs of, you know, actual intelligent life or like civilizations out there besides our own would also have like a huge impact on our world and on society, as well as science and a number of other things, religion. So that's, you know, a possibility as well that we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.